What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So we're starting to see the US dollar, what some people are saying, collapse. Well, for sure, the US dollar has been declining, and in some cases rapidly. And I'm going to show you guys the details here in this video. And some people are saying that the dollar is declining so fast that it will bring even more inflation. And this is very concerning to a lot of people, especially because of how much inflation we have seen here recently, especially with groceries and things like car prices. So let me give you all the details here right now. We're live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. Take a look here. So the US dollar has been declining a lot here recently. Take a look at this chart. So you can see the US dollar index here down here in the last year. This is actually just the tip of the iceberg here. Take a look at these. This is the US dollar versus the euro. Now, US dollar only worth 0.86 euros, when just a few months ago, it was almost even, worth as high as 0.98 euros. And you can see the significant decline here over the last few months, starting around right around the time President Donald Trump took office. And I'm not making this up. This is just what the data is showing, as you can see there. Next up, here is versus the Canadian dollar. Okay. Again, back in January, it was as high as $1.47, now declining down to $1.40. Next up, versus the Chinese currency. Back in January, it was as high as 733 or 735 in April, and now down to 711. Versus even the Mexican peso, believe it or not, the US dollar significantly declining. That's right. So back during inauguration time, it was as high as $20, 21 actually, 21.17 US dollars per Mexican peso, now down to 18.54. That is a significant decline. And even versus the British pound. US versus the British pound is worth less, but you can see the decline here just in the last few months. Again, a significant decline since January. And yes, this is concerning when you're seeing the US dollar versus all these currencies, including the Mexican peso, dropping significantly here. And you got to kind of wonder, especially when you're seeing headlines like this, the US dollar is declining so fast that it will bring even more inflation, says market analyst. Quote, position yourself accordingly, right there on Yahoo Finance. Quote, the US dollar is in the midst of its steepest annual decline in over 5 decades. That's over 50 years. Yeah, just let that sink in for just a second. Triggering renewed inflation concerns among leading market experts. In a post on X, the Kobayashi letter raised concerns regarding the depreciation in the US dollar throughout the year, citing data from the Apollo Global Management. The post warned that this decline will, quote, spark inflation, as if we need more inflation, right? Citing data from the Fed, the Federal Reserve's own model, the Post said, quote, every negative 10% drop in the US dollar results in a 30 basis point boost to inflation. That linkage has become more significant in recent months, with the US dollar index having already fallen more than 10% year to date, marking its worst year since 1973, according to the Post. Position yourself accordingly, the Post concludes, underscoring the impact that this is set to have on equities, commodities, and fixed income. It said this while quoting another post discussing U.S. gold reserves, which exceeded $1 trillion in value for the first time, following gold's 44% year-to-date rally. Famed economist Peter Schiff has raised similar concerns earlier this month while arguing against federal interest rate cuts. That's right. Saying that it, quote, could harm the labor market instead of helping it. He said rate cuts now will harm the labor market by weakening the dollar even more, driving up consumer prices and pushing long-term interest rates higher in the long run. Former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers said that last week that the U.S. could be on the foothills of stagflation as a result of President Donald Trump's tariffs. I think inflation will surprise a bit on the high side, he said, hinting that price pressures might outpace current expectations. And we're starting to see the dollar weakening and effects of this already in the market for a new car. Prepare for sticker shock. New car buyers can expect to shell out an average of more than $50,000 for a new car for the first time, according to a report from Kelley Blue Book. The average price consumers are now paying in the United States for a new vehicle in the U.S. was $50,080 in September, a reflection in part of the steadily rising prices in the wake of automotive tariffs. Wow. While the tariffs have certainly impacted prices, Kelley Blue Book, which tracks prices in the auto industry, said 3.6 year-over-year average transaction price increases was also fueled by luxury vehicles and expensive EVs. Quote, the $20,000 vehicle is now mostly extinct, and many price-conscious buyers are sidelined or cruising in the used vehicle market. So $20,000 vehicles, brand new, are mostly gone. Despite 25% tariffs on most imported cars and parts, which affects even homemade cars here in the U.S., prices haven't shot up dramatically yet for cars, which means that we might still see even more price hikes in the future as tariffs still kick in and car makers decide that they can't absorb as much of the tariff costs going forward, and we may see even more price hikes. Americans rushed to buy cars in March ahead of tariffs, lowering demand later on and keeping automakers from raising prices. Experts said that prices would likely jump when 2026 cars hit the dealer lots, but not enough to cover billions in tariff costs. And we're seeing a lot of posts and titles like this. Grocery prices spiked to the highest level in 3 years, and really ever, in a major blow to Trump. The Fed has dropped any pretense of fighting inflation. Are they just giving up on inflation? Grocery prices have jumped up, and there's no relief in sight. Grocery prices are rising as beef and coffee hit record all-time highs. Let me know what you're seeing for grocery prices down below in the comment section because they ain't looking good. They're certainly not going down, and we're seeing significant price increases. So let me know your thoughts, and I will keep you up to date. Also, this is very important for those on Medicare or for those who have loved ones that want to be, pay attention. The annual open enrollment period goes from October 15th only until December 7th. If you have Medicare, this is the time to choose your new 2026 plan that works best for you. There has been a lot of Medicare changes recently, and most Medicare plans change, and many just go away entirely. Luckily, my trusted partner, Chapter Medicare, makes comparing every Medicare and Medicare Advantage option easy. They're honest, unbiased, and can review your plan and get you the best one in under 20 minutes. If you're on the right plan for your needs, they'll tell you, and if you're not, they'll help you switch. And by doing this, they've saved people on average around $1,100, which is amazing. They've helped hundreds of people from my community find better plans, and they can help you too. So call this phone number on the screen, 833-700-1320, or click the pinned comment down below in the comment section to connect with Chapter and find the plan that's best for you. So if you haven't yet, subscribe down below and share this video so other people can see this information. Click here to see the Fed's major announcement they just made. Or click here to see Trump saying that Social Security and Medicare are going to be gone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you